Hey you guys, in this video we're going to draw a mad scientist. Here's a quick preview of how our drawings turned out at the very end, and I hope you're really excited to follow along with me. Yeah, we're using our markers to draw and color with, but you can always use whatever you have. You can use colored pencils or even oil pastels. Also remember, during this lesson, if your drawing looks different than mine, it's okay. I'm sure it's still turning out awesome. The most important thing is to have fun and practice. Let's start with the nose. We're gonna draw the letter U right here in the middle of our paper, but towards the top so that we have room for the whole body. Then we can draw glasses and eyes. So I'm gonna draw a circle over here. And then we're gonna draw the same size circle over here. Then we can connect those together with a little curve. Then let's draw the eyes inside. I'm gonna draw an oval shape and color it in. And we can draw that same oval over here and color it in. Okay, now let's draw the mustache. I'm gonna draw it coming out of the nose. We'll curve and make an S curve. So one direction and then back the other. And then we can do the same over here to match. And then let's draw, right here, we can draw two curves coming out on each side. Then let's draw little zigzags with more curves connecting to the outside. So we can draw a zigzag and then curve down, another zigzag, and then connect it. Then we can draw the mouth. Let's draw the letter U at the bottom of the mustache, and then we can draw a tongue inside. Next, let's color in that top shape. Okay, now we can draw the head. Let's start here, and we're gonna draw an upside down letter U. And we'll go around to the other side of the glasses and leave a little space on both sides. Then we can also draw the bottom of the head. We'll draw the chin and cheeks and connect to the other side. Now, let's draw eyebrows too. So we could draw the first curve, or the bottom of the eyebrow, and then we can make it thicker by drawing that same curve right above it. And then we'll connect the top down to the bottom on both sides. Okay, now we can connect the glasses to the side of the head and also add ears. So we'll draw a letter C and the backwards letter C. Then we can also draw a little curve inside of the ears. Yeah, he's looking awesome. Now let's give him crazy hair. So we'll start up here at the top, and we can draw from the middle, we'll draw a little point. We can draw an S curve, kind of like the mustache. We'll draw, it looks like the mustache upside down. But let's draw a little zigzag coming back down. And then we'll draw another S curve coming out to the side. And then let's draw another curve coming back in. And we're repeating on both sides so that it's symmetrical. But you could change it if you want. Okay, now let's draw the hair a little different. This time we'll draw it curving down. And then we can draw an S curve here. So we'll curve this way and then back the other way. And then we can draw, let's draw two S curves together. So now we're drawing another S curve. Then we can draw a curve coming back in, and we should be close to the side of the ears. Now let's draw coming back into the head. So I got a little dot there. Whoops, it's okay. We'll keep going. We're gonna draw another small curve coming back in, and now we're trying to get close to the cheeks and connect it. So we got a little zigzag and then connect it. There we go. It's our mad scientist with his crazy hair. Okay, now let's draw the body and also his arms holding on to some liquid or experiments. We're gonna draw the shoulders and bending. So we got shoulders coming down and then an elbow and bending up. Then let's leave a little space right here and we can draw the lab coat. So we're going to draw 2 diagonal lines getting further apart towards the bottom. And we can make our mad scientist a little taller by drawing these lines longer. So if you want a really tall mad scientist, you could draw it way down here. But I'm going to draw them kind of short. So we'll draw a curve for the bottom of the lab coat. And let's add all the other details for his tie and button shirt and lab coat. So we draw a letter V right here. Then we can connect it down. Then let's draw the collar. We'll draw a sideways letter V on both sides. And then we can draw a short line coming out and then a long line connecting to the middle where it's button. And then we can do the same thing over here. Okay, now let's add little buttons going down and a pocket. We can draw a little rectangle shape for the top of the pocket. Okay, now we can draw the rest of his arms. We'll start down here and we'll curve for the elbow to the sleeve. And we can do the same to match. Okay, now we're ready to draw his hands. I'm going to draw first a curve for the end of the sleeve. And let's do the same thing over here. Then we can draw the thumb hanging on to the beakers. So we got a thumb like this, and then let's do the same thing and just match. But we'll change the beakers. Maybe this one is a different shape. And so let's draw the fingers right here. I'm going to draw an oval shape. Let's do the same thing. We'll match. So oval, we'll keep going. Let's add another oval right below it. And one last little one for the pinky on both sides. Okay, now let's draw the beakers. Okay, this one we'll draw straight. So we got 2 lines, and then we're going to imagine that line going through the thumb, and then coming down, we can draw it kind of big, and then looping around and connecting on the other side. I'm kind of going back over this and making the line a little thicker because I'm smoothing out some of the wobbles. That's okay. Now we're going to connect the top of the beaker, and let's add another line to match, and then we'll connect on both sides, kind of like the eyebrows. Okay, now let's draw that same, we can connect the hand in there. Let's draw the same kind of beaker, but a little different. We can first draw the top coming out of the hands, then we'll come down further, and then let's draw a diagonal line coming out on both sides. And then we can connect those together. Yeah, this one's cool. Okay, let's draw that same top to our beaker. We'll draw 2 lines next to each other. Connect the top down to the bottom. Oh, let's come back here and add the collar for the dress shirt. And we can also add a tie. So we can draw 2 diagonal lines coming in closer. Then connect those together, and then 2 lines for the bottom of the tie. Okay, now let's draw the little legs sticking out of the bottom. We can connect here too on the hand. And let's add another curve right here for the end of the sleeve. Okay, now let's draw the legs. So I'm going to draw 2 short lines coming out of the bottom of the lab coat, and then let's make the inside lines longer for the heels. And then we can draw a short diagonal line coming out for the toes and then connect it to the inside of the legs. Okay, and then one last line for the pants and the shoes. And we did it! We finished drawing our mad scientist. He looks really cool, except we still need to color him. This part will fast forward, so remember to pause the video at the end if you want to use my drawing as inspiration for yours. All right, I'm all finished coloring my mad scientist, and he looks so much better all colored in. You can pause the video to match my same coloring, but like we always say, you can color it differently, however you want. Now I use my markers to color with too, but you could use colored pencils or even oil pastels. You can also finish your drawing by adding a background. I also thickened the dark lines and got really thick, just for a cool style. You can leave that part off though if you want. I added some bubbles coming out of the beakers, and you could add even more things. Maybe there's a little slime monster in this one. I think in our next video, we should maybe change our scientist into a little monster because he tested his experiment. And I hope you had a lot of fun following along with me and drawing a mad scientist, and we'll see you later, art friends. Goodbye. Did you know we've got a whole series of how to draw books? We teamed up with DK to create 6 amazing titles, each one packed with fun, step-by-step lessons. The print quality is so amazing, and they're really affordable too. We're so grateful for DK and excited to share these with your family. Grown-ups, you can learn more and grab your copies by clicking the link in the description below.